Good evening, everyone. Please be seated. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our graduate recognition ceremony. At this ceremony, we pay tribute to the accomplishments of our most distinguished students earning graduate degrees this year. The graduate students we honor today have met the highest academic standards in our most challenging degree programs. They were selected by their program, department, school, and college faculty to receive the Graduate Student Distinguished Achievement Award. This award, the highest we give to graduate students, is based not just on grade point average or test scores, but also upon exceptional academic accomplishments, including publications, inventions, creative works, and outstanding exhibits and performances. These students have also served the university by participating and engaging as leaders in student and professional organizations. Our very best students are those who give the most back to the community through distinguished contributions in formal internships, field placements, and through volunteer work and service. In their interactions with faculty and fellow students, they have demonstrated cooperation and helpfulness by tutoring and mentoring others, embodying the highest ideals of professionalism and collegiality. San Francisco State University takes great pride in the achievement of these excellent students. And won't you join me in applauding them? As the president, I get to ad-lib for 30 seconds. How many of you are the first in your family to receive an advanced degree? Come on, stand. Put your hand. Always a point of pride for me, as all of the students are. Representatives of the university community are here to join in the celebration, and you will meet many of them as the ceremony continues. But before we proceed, I would like to introduce the following representatives of the faculty and members of the platform party. So please stand as I call your name, and would everyone please hold your applause until they are all introduced. Professor Nancy Gerber of our Chemistry and Biochemistry Department is chair of the Academic Senate. She has provided extraordinary faculty leadership in this demanding and challenging role. Our marshals leading the students into the theater were Professor Teaster Baird of our Chemistry and Biochemistry Department, Professor Mary Alice Kern, chair of our Kinesiology program, Professor Katinka Martinez, graduate coordinator for our Ethnic Studies program, and Professor Jennifer Shea, graduate coordinator for our Public Administration program. Leading the faculty into the theater were our faculty marshals, Professor Priyanvada Abbe-Wickrama of our Teaching English as a Second Language program, Professor Doris Flowers, chair of our Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies program, Professor Zinjit Sengupta, director of our Graduate Business programs, and Professor Anita Silvers, associate chair of our Philosophy department. Also on the platform, I want to recognize Deborah Masters, our university librarian, and Brian Stewart, our Associate Dean of Student Affairs. Please give them a hand. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you the University Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Jennifer Semick.
Thank you, President Wong. Our ceremony today offers an opportunity to acknowledge the importance of the graduate programs at San Francisco State University. A master's degree or professional doctorate has become increasingly necessary for success in most academic and professional areas. The speed of changes in the job market, sparked by advances in technology, dramatically increases the demand for flexible, adaptable, well-educated professionals with advanced skills. Graduate education continues the lifelong learning process that keeps knowledge and skills current and makes possible groundbreaking discoveries. San Francisco State University exemplifies the high value that the California State University system has placed on access to graduate education, particularly for students who are underrepresented in doctoral study and in the professions. Our Division of Graduate Studies is one of the largest and most respected in the California State University system. Here are some highlights. According to a study sponsored by the National Science Foundation, SF State ranks 4th nationally among master's level colleges and universities for the total number of graduates who go on to receive research doctorates. San Francisco State's graduate history and cinema programs send more students into PhD programs than any other master's granting comprehensive universities in the country. U.S. News and World Report consistently ranks the doctoral program in physical therapy offered jointly with the University of California at San Francisco among the nation's top physical therapy programs and first among public universities in California. Other graduate programs listed among the best in the country by U.S. News and World Report include art, communicative disorders, rehabilitation counseling, social work, and public administration. Our creative writing, cinema, broadcast and electronic communication arts, philosophy, museum studies, computer science, psychology, and business programs are nationally recognized and draw top applicants from around the globe who go on to become leaders in their fields. Graduate students seeking degrees in the fields of science develop their skills in the Conservation Genetics Laboratory, the Estuary and Ocean Science Center at our Romberg-Tiburon campus, the Cell and Molecular Imaging Center, the Fields Herbarium, and the Sierra Nevada Field Campus. These provide just a sample of our highly regarded graduate programs, which include 95 master's degree programs, the Doctorate in Educational Leadership, and 2 doctoral programs offered jointly with the University of California. Our graduate faculty members are outstanding teachers and scholars who compose music, publish novels, explore the natural world, train our educators and health practitioners, solve urban social and economic problems, and contribute to their disciplines at the highest levels. Alumni who have earned their master's and doctoral degrees from this campus have distinguished themselves nationally and internationally. In addition, we are confident that you, our graduate honorees, will take your place among those distinguished graduates. Here tonight we have students who have been admitted to doctoral programs at the University of Arizona, Tucson, University of Maryland College Park, Baylor University, Purdue University, Stanford University, and the University of California at Davis, among others. Our graduate students here tonight have also assumed leadership positions in businesses and industry. They have published books, stories, poetry, and articles. They've exhibited artwork and won international design competitions. They have served as advocates for the powerless members of our society and taken leadership roles in community organizations, including museum boards, health and environmental agencies, and public schools. The students recognized here are already making an impact on our world, and we anticipate eagerly the future contributions that they will make in their chosen fields. It is a privilege for me to join with the college deans in presenting the 2018 Graduate Distinguished Awards recipients. And now the Interim Dean of Graduate Studies, Mi-Suk Kim, will introduce the deans of the colleges who will, in turn, introduce their faculty and then present the recipients of the Graduate Student Distinguished Achievement Award.
Thank you, Provost Summit. I am pleased to introduce you the deans of colleges who will present their honored students for hooding. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. Will you please stand as I introduce each of you and remain standing? Linda Obre, Dean of the College of Business. Nancy Robinson, Dean of the Graduate College of Education. Amy Tsuyoshi, Dean of the College of Ethnic Studies. Alvin Alvarez, Dean of the College of Health and Social Sciences. Andrew Harris, Dean of the College of Liberal and Creative Arts. Carmen Domingo, Dean of the College of Science and Engineering. Please join me in acknowledging the deans of the colleges. Please be seated. Student, faculty, and the platform parties are dressed in academic regalia this evening, linking our ceremony with the traditions of scholastic antiquity, many of which date back to the Middle Ages. The distinctive colors of our institutions are purple and gold, which appear prominently on our velvet hoods. Master's degree hoods are added San Francisco State in the following colors: light brown for the College of Business, light blue for the College of Education, crimson for the College of Ethnic Studies, gold for the College of Health and Social Sciences, apricot for the School of Nursing, white for the College of Liberal and Creative Arts, and gold for the College of Science and Engineering. By placing the hood on the candidate, we proclaim that graduate has joined the company of scholars recognized throughout the world. The deans of our 6 colleges will now introduce faculty representatives and present the recipients of a Graduate Student Distinguished Achievement Award, as well as the student from each college who has been selected for special recognition by the college faculty. Dean Obre.
Thank you, Dean Kim. Good evening. I will now introduce the faculty representing the College of Business. Please hold your applause until I introduce all the faculty. The faculty members representing the College of Business are, and please stand as I call your name and hold your applause: Amy Chang, Accounting; Sudeep Chattopadhyay, Economics; Ian Dunham, Management; Mahmood Hussain, Marketing; Denise Klein-Richard, Management; Ming Lee, Finance; Stuart Liu, Decision Sciences; Luftis Saeed, Information Systems; Sanjeet Sengupta, Director of Graduate Programs and Business; Nini Yang, International Business. You may now be seated. I guess we're supposed to give applause, though. Thank you. The students receiving the Distinguished Achievement Award in the College of Business are Dana Daigle, Master of Business Administration; Ms. Daigle's final project analyzed the strategic challenges faced in the crowdsourced cybersecurity industry as the social, economic, and political climate continues to change. Her group is examining competing stakeholders to better understand how to foster trust in the industry. Thank you. Kimberly Fabriz, Master of Business Administration. Ms. Fabriz's final project, titled How Boutique Restaurants Can Be Successful and Thrive in the San Francisco Bay Area, focuses on the identification of effective business practices used within the hospitality industry, with recommendations on how key challenges can be addressed. Lin Ko Sheng Amy Lin, Master of Science in Accountancy. Ms. Lin's culminating experience included a case study analysis regarding ethical dilemmas often faced by licensed and unlicensed accounting professionals. Her group provided a set of guiding principles that could be adopted when facing challenging situations. Prakash Singh Punia, Master of Business Administration. Mr. Punia was part of a group representing San Francisco State at a CSU-wide challenge organized by General Electric. Charged with creating an app with the aim to solve a campus sustainability problem, they won second place. For his culminating experience, he completed a case analysis of SpaceX. It is my pleasure to acknowledge the student who has been selected by the faculty of the College of Business for special recognition, Emily Elizabeth Holtz, Master of Business Administration. Ms. Holtz's culminating project was a case study of the analytics cloud business at SAP, an enterprise software company. She has developed a research paper on the intersection of her two biggest interests, information technology and sustainability. The article highlights how information technologies enable innovative solutions to our most pressing social, environmental, and economic challenges. For a course in the Information Systems Department, Emily led a team in designing and prototyping an iOS mobile application aimed at reducing packaging waste, and she and her team have been invited to present their work at conferences in San Francisco and Shanghai. Ms. Holtz is currently employed at Gartner, a global IT research and advisory firm, where her role is to facilitate the modernization of government systems by identifying the technology needs of government agencies. Please join me in applauding Emily Elizabeth Holtz.
Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to introduce the faculty representing the Graduate College of Education. Please hold your applause until everyone's introduced. The faculty members representing the Graduate College of Education are Josephine Arce, Elementary Education, Yvonne Bowie, Special Education, Davide Chiloria, Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies, Marguerite Conrad, Elementary Education, Patricia Donahue, Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies, Doris Flowers, Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies, David Hemphill, Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies, Barbara Henderson, Doctor of Education program. Summer Shah, Special Education. Mina Kim, Elementary Education. Marissa Kuskar, Special Education. Judith Kish, Secondary Education. Minye Lee, Equity, Leadership Studies, and Instructional Technologies. Daniel Meyer, Elementary Education. Kathleen Mortier, Special Education. Philip Prinz, Special Education. Isabel Kita, Elementary Education. Stephanie Sis-Kilton, Elementary Education. And Patty Solomon Rice, Communicative Disorders. Now you may apply. Thank you. The students receiving the Distinguished Achievement Award in the Graduate College Education are Crystal Anderson, Master of Arts in Special Education with a concentration in Early Childhood Special Education and a Special Education credential, and Autism Spectrum Certification. Ms. Anderson's thesis investigated the experiences of and effective support needed by mothers with young children who are enrolled in a residential recovery program. She's been a leader in our Early Childhood Special Education Conference and supported South African educators in a community challenged by extreme poverty. Congratulations. Isabel Shanette Brown, Master of Arts in Special Education with a specialization in moderate to severe disabilities. Ms. Brown's thesis focused on parent-school partnerships of African American families with children with autism, thereby giving voice to families about their daily fight for educational equity. She also participated in an Institute for Education Sciences funded research project and developed the Autism Art and Resource Center. Congratulations. Lindsay Charlotta Bousset, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in Equity and Social Justice. Ms. Bousset's culminating project explored how African American students navigate academic systems of oppression and racism to achieve academic success and advanced degrees. Grounded in educational equity and achievement gap theories, her teaching practice and community service are innovative and effective in serving marginalized urban students. Linda Ellen Dugoni, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in Language and Literacy Education. Ms. Dugoni's research promotes a grade-level reading comprehension for low-fluency readers in mixed ability groups. Her skills as a Spanish bilingual teacher contributed to the community outreach portion of the MA program and showcased the need to incorporate and validate students' primary language in educational settings. Congratulations. Karen Gungha Hong, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in Educational Administration. Ms. Hong's culminating experience, Inclusive Social Justice Leadership, focuses on supporting inclusiveness and promoting a growth mindset across her campus as it implements Common Core and Next Generation Science standards. An outstanding transnational educator, she's served with distinction for 7 years in the Jefferson Elementary School District. Rachel Cow, single subject credential. Ms. Cow is an extraordinary credential candidate. She collaborates in her planning, teaching, and assessment is exceptionally effective as a classroom teacher. Rachel has completed her credential in teaching secondary mathematics and is currently pursuing her Master of Arts in Secondary Education, where she will continue her work with implementing culture and relevancy with mathematics in her classroom. Julianne Manuel, Master of Science in Communicative Disorders, Speech-Language Pathology. Ms. Manuel works with culturally and linguistically diverse children with significant disabilities and augmentative communication needs. She oversaw the Communicative Disorders Augmentative and Alternative Communication Lab and worked closely with a child who relied on a speech-generating device to prepare for his bar mitzvah. Lucero Nieves, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in elementary education and multiple subject credential. Ms. Nieves' research focuses on how bilingualism and biliteracy support development and can be increased through supportive, guided instruction in literacy education. She's an active teacher at Buena Vista Spanish Language Immersion Elementary School in the San Francisco Unified School District. Janae Scott Palmer, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in equity and social justice. Ms. Palmer's thesis investigated the experiences and achievements of African American students enrolled in private schools in the Bay Area, describing how they develop identities as achievers and create third spaces as empowering sites of resistance. She served with distinction as an assistant instructor in a course on culture, cognition, and power. Robin Pugh, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in adult education. Ms. Pugh's culminating project was a curriculum for a new course on writing for digital media for non-credit students at City College of San Francisco. She will return to teaching at City College in the fall. Rome Romanoli, Doctor of Education in Educational Leadership. Dr. Romanoli's dissertation on prison, higher education, and decarceration issues uses a critical trans politics framework to deconstruct the impact of incarceration on trans, queer, and women prisoners, and more broadly, all incarcerated people. A tenured community college instructor, Rome's anti-prison activism includes teaching English courses to men incarcerated in the county jail system. Dr. Romanoli is also a San Francisco State campus winner for the 32nd annual CSU Research Competition. Dr. Miriam Saleh-Oman, Doctor of Philosophy in Special Education. Dr. Saleh-Oman's dissertation examines strategies for enhancing reading comprehension among deaf and hard-of-hearing adolescents. This groundbreaking research benefits researchers and practitioners of literacy instruction for this understudied population. She served as an instructor and clinical supervisor in the Department of Communicative Disorders, published in a speech-language journal, and presented at national and international conferences. Janetha Walsh, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in Language and Literacy. Ms. Walsh's thesis delved into the world of kindergarten writing and how young children come to understand the world of print. Her research on emergent writers focused on children's motivation and skill when writing about nature. She was awarded National Board Certification for Exceptional Teaching. Nancy Win Yi, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in elementary education. Ms. Win Yi's thesis project explores the impact of intentional scaffolding in developing strategic and fluent first-grade readers. She has also contributed to the multi-subject credential program's new student orientation, peer advising, and additional student teaching service. Thank you. Julie Yip, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in early childhood education. Ms. Yip's thesis examined instructional strategies that support a toddler's communication skills. Her analysis focused on relationship building, nonverbal communication facilitation, defining moments of self-confidence, and initiation of positive behavior. As an infant-toddler teacher at San Francisco State's Laboratory School, she has been instrumental in training and mentoring pre-service teachers. It is my great pleasure to introduce Angela Nicole Torres, Master of Arts in Education with a concentration in secondary education. She is selected by the Graduate College of Education faculty for special recognition. Ms. Torres' culminating project is a field study that examines debriefing sessions of coaching cycles when video recordings of student group work taken during class observations. Ms. Torres' background and leadership in mathematics instruction are exemplary in the Bay Area, statewide, and internationally. During her time at Mission High School, she was selected as a representative to the Revitalizing Algebra program, where she worked with high school math teachers to develop professional learning communities within their departments. Angela currently works in the math department at San Francisco Unified School District, where she's been instrumental in district efforts to reform the teaching and learning of mathematics. She provides professional development and coaching at the school district through its complex instruction program, which facilitates student work by addressing status issues and recognizing that every student has a contribution to make. Please join me in congratulating Angela Nicole Torres.
Good evening. I will now introduce the faculty representing the College of Ethnic Studies. Please hold your applause until I introduce all the faculty. The faculty members representing the College of Ethnic Studies are Wei-Ming Dariotis, Asian American Studies; Russell Jung, Asian American Studies; Katinka Martinez, Latina Latino Studies; Catriona Rueda Esquivel, Associate Dean. The students receiving the Distinguished Achievement Award in the College of Ethnic Studies are Jensen Liu Gungun Carrion, Master of Arts, Asian American Studies. Ms. Carrion's thesis explores the post-tenure identities of Asian American female faculty. Sharing the vulnerable voices of these women, her courageous study uncovers the ways they navigate and negotiate the racialized and gendered climate of their universities. John de Guzman, Master of Arts, Asian American Studies. Mr. de Guzman's thesis explores factors that protect first-generation Filipino-American immigrants from depression. He found that family relationships, employment, and participation in organizations were protective factors. He volunteers with Pinay Educational Partnerships, helping elementary school students understand the history and contemporary experiences of Filipino Americans. Congratulations. Kiran Augustine Rajagopalan, Master of Arts, Ethnic Studies. Mr. Rajagopalan's research aligns indigenous movements in the Philippines with indigenous movements throughout the U.S. and explores how Filipino-American activism might challenge radical and mainstream Asian American activism. Employing critical ethnography and discourse analysis, Kiran's thesis suggests important connections between Asian American and Native American studies. Faculty members in the College of Ethnic Studies has selected Levalasi Loy-On, Master of Arts in Ethnic Studies, for special recognition. Ms. Loy-On's thesis documents the recent growth of Pacific Studies in San Francisco. Levalasi leverages Pacific Studies, critical pedagogy, and critical race theory to examine how conversations about imperialism and decolonization in the classroom affect student identity and empowerment, and academic and social development. A leader in San Francisco's Pacific Islander Club, Levalasi helped develop 3 courses in Pacific Studies and a critical Pacific Islands and Oceania Studies minor degree here at San Francisco State. She has served as a peer mentor coordinator with Aspire, Asian American and Pacific Islander Retention and Education, to help build Asian Pacific Islander student services on campus. Levalasi has also mentored San Francisco high school students as a teacher in Pinay Educational Partners, an ethnic studies pipeline at Balboa High School. Please join me in congratulating Levalasi Loy-On.
Good evening. I will now introduce the faculty representing the College of Health and Social Sciences. Please hold your applause until I introduce all the faculty. The faculty members representing the College of Health and Social Sciences are, please stand up as I call your name. Diane Allen, Physical Therapy. Jimmy Bagley, Kinesiology. Allison Cerezo, Counseling. Fang Yu Cho, Nursing. Julie Chronister, Counseling. Therese Doan, Nursing. Gabriella Fisher, Social Work. Kate Hamill, Kinesiology. Jocelyn Claire Hermoso, Social Work. Karen Johnson-Carroll, Family Interior, Nutrition, and Apparel. Susanna Jones, Director, School of Social Work. Mary Alice Kern, Chair of Kinesiology. Pavlina Latkova, Recreation, Parks, and Tourism. Jeanette Lee, Physical Therapy. Yanshim Lee, Social Work. Marty Martinson, Health Education. Catherine Nesbitt, Physical Therapy. David Rebenall, Health Education. Jennifer Shea, Public Administration. Emiko Takagi, Gerontology. And Darlene Yi Melikar, Gerontology. Please join me in applauding my faculty. Please be seated. The following students have been selected by the faculty of the College of Health and Social Sciences to receive the Distinguished Achievement Award. Maria Elena Acosta, Master of Public Health. Ms. Acosta's culminating project is on the funding sources of public health and social justice work. A health equity scholar, she is a co-editor of a chapter in a forthcoming book on Bay Area displacement and resistance, in which she addresses the effects of displacement and gentrification on environmental health. Congratulations. Adi Fish, Master of Arts in Family and Consumer Sciences. Ms. Fish's thesis examined the association between sugar consumption and levels of depression in adult women. Factors include participants' prior understanding of added sugar intake and whether mental health treatment included nutrition recommendations. Her findings show an association between levels of added sugar intake and major depression levels. Congratulations. Lily Gong, Master of Science in Nursing. Ms. Gong's master project outlined a medical home healthcare model for Asian American seniors. Passionate about supporting low-income Asian American seniors living in long-term healthcare facilities, her focus is on improving patient-provider communication. She is a board member of the East Bay's Vietnamese American Community Center. Congratulations. Adrienne Hall, Master of Public Health. Yeah, I think they're done. Okay, let's go. Ms. Hall's thesis is an inquiry into the health impacts of San Francisco's neoliberal housing crisis on historically devalued communities of color. She conducted research for two studies done jointly with UC San Francisco, one on community health and neighborhood transformation, and the other on the geography of homelessness. Congratulations. Carl Ketchum, Master of Science in Kinesiology. Mr. Ketchum's research on the postural control of older adult Alexander Technique teachers found that they have postural control capabilities similar to that of young adults. He presented his work at the International Congress on Geriatrics and Gerontology, and he's the recipient of an American Kinesiology Association Master's Scholar Award. Congratulations, Carl. Andrea Mock, Master of Arts in Gerontology. Ms. Mock's research explores innovative models and best practices in programming for senior centers as they evolve to serve rapidly growing diverse populations of seniors. She intends to use her degree to promote client-centered, age-friendly change in public policy and in programs and services that support the well-being of seniors. Congratulations, Andrea. Kelsey Vaughn Parsons, Master of Social Work. Ms. Parsons' master research project is a synthesis of the relationship between complex trauma, physical and mental development, and success in educational settings. Her broader practice and research interests are at the intersection of child welfare and social work practice in public schools. Congratulations, Kelsey. Kate Reagan, Master of Public Administration. Ms. Reagan's Service Learning Project for the Social Justice Collaborative, a legal nonprofit that advises undocumented immigrants in deportation proceedings, focused on identifying performance metrics and providing recommendations for the efficacy of its communications. She founded San Francisco State's first student chapter of the International City and County Managers Associations. Congratulations, Kate. Alejandra Tovar, Master of Science in Counseling. Ms. Tovar is a passionate educator who has devoted much of her undergraduate and graduate career to creating spaces of resistance and self-actualization for students of color. Her culminating project on creating equitable resources is in support of the student-parent experience. Congratulations, Alejandra. Christopher Valle, Master of Science in Clinical Rehabilitation and Mental Health Counseling. Mr. Valle's project on the application of person-centered therapy to people living with epilepsy draws on his internship with the University of California, San Francisco's Epilepsy Center. He has also interned with the California Department of Rehabilitation and served as a volunteer HIV counselor with Magnet Health Services. Congratulations, Christopher. That's what it's all about. All right, let's go. Zachary Wagner, Master of Science in Nursing. Mr. Wagner's culminating experience project titled Dignity Therapy, Providing Psychosocial Support for Hospice Patients, proposed an evidence-based and economically feasible approach for healthcare providers to enhance hospice patients' dignity and their psychological well-being. His project was presented at the annual conference of the California Association of Clinical Nurse Specialists. Congratulations, Zachary. Grace Wang, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Dr. Wang's research is in rehabilitation for patients with stroke and community-based rehabilitation in resource-limited settings. Her service work in Malawi empowered community health workers to care for patients with chronic illness, ultimately reaching 250,000 people otherwise without access to rehabilitation care. Congratulations, Dr. Wang. Samantha Lee Yee, Master of Public Administration. Ms. Yee's research examined the relationship between home prices and the number of open recycling centers in Oakland and San Francisco. She has served in the UC system for 15 years in positions of increasing responsibility and is a member of the National Council of University Research Administrators. Congratulations, Samantha. Selected for special recognition by the faculty of the College of Health and Social Sciences is Stephen Maychek, Master of Science in Kinesiology. Mr. Maychek's thesis, a case study on skeletal muscle fiber type, cell size, and nuclear muscle cell content in an elite male powerlifter, is a joint project between San Francisco State and Cal State Fullerton. This collaboration will yield the first comprehensive microscopy imaging study on muscle fibers in elite powerlifters. Stephen has developed a unique and impressive understanding of the effects of creatinine on skeletal, muscle, and cognitive adaptations, and identified a significant gap in the literature on creatinine supplementation as a cognitive enhancer in elite athletes. Mr. Maychek has served as a graduate student researcher in the Muscle Physiology Lab and a teaching assistant with the Department of Kinesiology. He is a first author on an article in the Strength and Conditioning Journal and has helped develop our new Strength and Conditioning Laboratory. He has also been pivotal in creating a community to provide health and fitness through the sport of powerlifting. Mr. Maychek recently accepted a fully funded fellowship to complete his PhD at Baylor University. Please.
Good evening. I am so proud to introduce the faculty representing the College of Liberal and Creative Arts. I ask the faculty members representing the College of Liberal and Creative Arts to stand, and I ask you to hold your applause until I finish. Priyanvada Abewikrama, English as a Second Language. Peter Biela, Anthropology. Juanita Darling, International Relations. Jessica Elkind, History. Oscar Guerra, Broadcast and Electronic Communication Arts. Mary Hulick, Design. Sean McFarland, Art. Jillian McIntosh, Classics. Hafez Moderzada, Music. Ellen Peel, Creative Writing. Evren Savci, Women and Gender Studies. Joel Schechter, Theater Arts. Mary Scott, Humanities. Anita Silvers, Philosophy. Nicole Watts, Political Science. And Shelley Wilcox, Philosophy. Please join me in applause. The following students have been selected by the faculty of the College of Liberal and Creative Arts to receive the Distinguished Achievement Award. Adifisayo Adieye, Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing. Mr. Adiye's final project is The Bastard Botanical, a poetry collection. Another collection, Blackfish, was a finalist for Big Luck's Best Prize Chapbook Contest. He served as poetry editor of 14 Hills, was a teaching artist in residence, and read his poetry for the DeYoung Museum's Summer of Love exhibition. Zachary Egoff, Master of Arts in Philosophy. Mr. Egoff's thesis explicates Descartes' account of love, altruism, and the passions. His work contributes to the secondary literature on 17th century metaphysical and epistemological theories of the emotions and has contemporary applicability to managing the experience of anxiety. He is a teacher, tutor, and martial arts instructor. Jessica Bilsey, Master of Arts in English with a concentration in composition. Ms. Bilsey's culminating project identifies ways instructors of undergraduate writing can draw upon students' diverse identities, backgrounds, and experiences to help them engage in academic discourse. She has taught first-year composition with the department and tutored with both the English Tutoring Center and the Learning Assistance Center. Amanda Bugner, Master of Arts in International Relations. Ms. Bugner's enterprising approach to scholarship has led her to conduct field research in Pokhara, Nepal. Her resulting case study of the gendered impact of international development pushes the boundaries of international relations beyond government to consider the role of non-governmental organizations. Crystal Choey, Master of Arts in Industrial Arts with a concentration in design. Ms. Choey's thesis project seeks to expose environmental damage wrought by fast fashion. Her multi-pronged informational campaign aimed at younger consumers is a thoughtful use of design for the public good. Crystal has also been tireless in supporting publication of the first issue of our Graduate Student Journal of Design. Congratulations. Keith Donnell, Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing. Mr. Donnell's poetry has appeared or is forthcoming in, among other publications, Pittsburgh Poetry Review, Big Muddy, Juked, Steel Toe Review, New American Writing, and Lumina. His thesis project is Electric Sliding for a New World. He is editor-in-chief of 14 Hills, San Francisco State's graduate student literary magazine. Congratulations. Mary Dudrow, Master of Arts in Comparative Literature. Ms. Dudrow's thesis is on 19th century French realist fiction. She possesses a comprehensive knowledge of world literature, from ancient Chinese lyrics to Wole Soyinka's African tragedies. An innovative and tireless teacher, she has created a general education undergraduate course on the legacy of myth and storytelling. Congratulations. Javier Echegaray, Master of Arts in History. Mr. Echegaray's historiography of the 1973 nationalization of copper in Chile won the Joseph Mullins Prize in History. He is an SF State campus winner for the 32nd annual CSU research competition based on his work on slave litigation and the evolving landscape of early 19th century Chile. Congratulations. Andres Gallegos, Master of Fine Arts in Cinema. Mr. Gallegos' thesis film, The Shoe Shiner, is based on the true story of an 11-year-old struggling to survive amid the loss of innocence in 1989 Chile. A cinematographer for over 15 short films and 5 feature films, he won Best Cinematographer for Axion at the Chilean International Short Film Festival. Congratulations. Annette Guy, Master of Arts in English with a concentration in creative writing. For her final project, Ms. Guy completed her first novel, Generation 6. With degrees in environmental engineering and city planning and a dedication to communities, environment, and education, Annette has served as a graduate teaching assistant in creative writing. Congratulations. Leonard Haynes, Master of Arts in Broadcast and Electronic Communication Arts. Mr. Haynes' thesis, Breaking News and Sponsored Content, focuses on the impact of embedded content advertising on mobile media applications. Leonard's semiotic analysis investigates how native content affects users' perceptions of news source credibility. Congratulations. Hold on there. Eric Heltzel, Master of Arts in English with a concentration in literature. Mr. Heltzel's thesis on the language of food in the works of Raymond Carver uses Roland Barthes' theory of food as a system of communication to illustrate how Carver's characters express themselves through food. He is published in the journal Interpretations and presented at the Humanities Education and Research Association Conference. Congratulations. Annie Mulin Nguyen, Master of Arts in Classics. A strong philology student with a specialization in Latin poetry, Ms. Nguyen examined the poetics of Catullus and Petronius in her thesis. She excelled as a graduate teaching assistant in ancient epic tales and as a Trapp Fellow in Classics, assisting in the instruction of first-year Greek. Congratulations. Alexander Zane Irwin, Master of Fine Arts in Cinema. Mr. Irwin is a social issues filmmaker whose works represent the stories of underserved communities. His thesis film is Flock Together, a short surrealist fantasy in which birds from vastly different habitats fall seamlessly into formation, unable to resist the urge to fly together. Congratulations. Nicole Jost, Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing. Two-time winner of the James Milton Highsmith Playwriting Award, Ms. Jost's plays have been performed in Washington, D.C., Minneapolis, and San Francisco. Her thesis play is titled Miss Betsy Goes to Washington. Congratulations. Cole McLean, Master of Arts in Communication Studies. Mr. McLean's culminating creative project explores whiteness and cultural appropriation in hip-hop. Using a performative autoethnographic approach, he develops a theory of whiteness in communication and performance studies. His project is regularly performed as a framework for engaging students in a dialogue about whiteness, cultural appropriation, and colorblind ideology. Congratulations. Jenna Meacham, Master of Fine Arts with a concentration in photography. Ms. Meacham's thesis project, I Saw You, employs objects and photographs to investigate how technology and place mediate our relationships. Her installations explore loneliness, intimacy, and cultural ideas about couplehood. She has served as a department teaching assistant and a photography instructor. Congratulations. Joseph Medeiros III, Master of Arts in Music with a concentration in music history. Mr. Medeiros' thesis offers an original model for understanding how traditional Portuguese music elements merge into música popular. An ethnomusicologist, his adaptations of Persian, Indian, and Afro-Cuban musical forms on diatonic accordion and vocals has garnered unparalleled respect from colleagues and students and produced successful innovations in Portuguese commercial music. Congratulations. Irving Gustavo Santana Garcia, Master of Music. A violist, Mr. Santana Garcia's culminating experience was a solo performance of the works of Bach, Hindemith, Brahms, Bridge, and Shostakovich. He has been an exemplary role model for other instrumentalists. He performs with the Ami String Quartet and is a recipient of the Delphi Trio Emerging Artist Fellowship and the Milton Preves Viola Scholarship. Congratulations. Maya Shijinska, Master of Arts in Philosophy. Ms. Shijinska's thesis on the metaphysics of pregnancy investigates the relationship between the growing organism and the mother, challenging theories of what an individual is. She is collaborating on a project with Department Associate Chair Anita Silvers to expand at-risk students' critical thinking and is managing editor of Hypatia Reviews, a journal of feminist philosophy. Congratulations. Parisa Soltani, Master of Arts in Humanities. Ms. Soltani's thesis explores how Rumi, a 13th century Sufi, and Pico, an Italian Renaissance scholar, came to similar conclusions about humanity's relation to nature and God. She is editor and technical director of Global Spirit, a PBS series investigating this century's most urgent existential and philosophical issues. Congratulations. Emily Stapleton, Master of Arts in Theater Arts. Ms. Stapleton has proven herself to be a scholar, artist, and teacher. During her time at San Francisco State, her scholarly interests have included Shakespeare, contemporary drama, and the history of comedy. She has had an original play produced, taught a popular course on acting, and lectured on female comedians. Congratulations. Emmanuel Sige, Master of Arts in Philosophy. Mr. Sige's thesis on the rights of persecuted persons argues that persecuted persons have a remedial right to migrate to states capable of protecting their basic rights for the same reason that refugees have a right to asylum. He volunteers with social justice organizations and has taught critical thinking and contemporary moral and political issues. Congratulations. Maria Fernanda Valenzuela Hurtado, Master of Arts in Museum Studies. Ms. Valenzuela Hurtado's thesis examined how major museums such as the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art are expanding public access by developing tours of collection storage areas traditionally off limits to visitors. This fall, she will begin a highly competitive internship with the Getty Museum. Congratulations. Estefany Vasquez, Master of Arts in Women and Gender Studies. Ms. Vasquez's thesis, The Politics of Disposability, the Generational Effects of the Bracero Program, provides an analysis of the impact of the Seasonal Migrant Worker Program on the children of former workers. She argues that segregation, isolation, and circulation migration established by the program facilitates a permanent racial underclass. Congratulations. Jian Zhang, Master of Arts in Chinese. Ms. Zhang has conducted superb research in linguistics, comparing English translations of martial arts novels, and in literature, examining realism in 20th century modern Chinese literature. In her positions as graduate teaching associate and Chinese flagship tutor, she has earned the admiration of both students and faculty. Congratulations. The College of Liberal and Creative Arts faculty has selected for special recognition Ellie Lobovitz, Master of Arts in Anthropology. Unfortunately, Ellie could not be here today. Her faculty advisor, Dr. Peter Biella, will accept the award on her behalf. Ms. Lobovitz's work in visual anthropology is part art, part cultural theory, and part social activism. While maintaining a 3.97 GPA at San Francisco State, she received many honors, including the J.P. Young Award for Anthropological Excellence, the Edward Kaufman Award, and the Carolyn Irene Howard Memorial Award. She is currently a childbirth doula and is applying to PhD programs. Ellie's master's film is a stunning combination of visual aesthetics and precise documentary exposition. Birth on the Border breaks stereotypes about Mexican women crossing from Ciudad Juarez to give birth at Maternidad La Luz in El Paso. Unlike the media stereotypes, the women in the film are legally entering with U.S. visas, are middle class and well-educated, and seek the natural birth practices of the clinic. At the same time, they face abuse, intimidation, and threats from border patrols while fleeing the violence of Juarez. Ellie's recent article, Where a River of Life Became a Border of Control, was published in the March 2018 issue of the magazine Sapiens, itself funded by the prestigious Wenner-Gren Anthropological Research Foundation. Please join me in congratulating Ellie Lobovitz.
Buenas noches y bienvenidos. I'm very happy to introduce the faculty of the College of Science and Engineering. Please hold your applause. I think you learned that already tonight. Tister Baer, Chair of Chemistry and Biochemistry. Laura Burris, Chair of Biology. Mark Chan, Biology. Lily Chen, Biology. Chen Chen, Engineering. Diana Chu, Biology. Dennis Desjardins, Biology. Joseph Gobalazzi, Mathematics. Ellen Hines, Geography and Environment. Bill Su, Chair of Computer Science. Mary Leach, Earth and Climate Science. Bruce Manning, Chemistry and Biochemistry. Plooney Pennings, Biology. Ravinder Sehgal, Biology. Jonathan Stillman, Biology and Interdisciplinary Marine and Estuary Sciences. Andrea Sway, Biology. Don Terrell, Chair of Psychology. And Sharon Zhang, Engineering. Thank you. The following graduate students have been selected by the faculty of the College of Science and Engineering to receive the Distinguished Achievement Award. Gretchen Andaluzo, Masters of Art in Psychology and a concentration in Developmental Psychology. Mrs. Andaluza completed a data analysis project that resulted in 3 conference presentations and will result in publication. Her thesis project, Attitudes About Raising Children, is research designed to change attitudes of non-parents about spanking and to present peaceful alternatives. Congratulations. Miriam Bati, Masters of Science in Biomedical Science with a concentration in biotechnology. Ms. Bati, Master's internship project was titled Screening of a Diverse Antibody Panel to Identify Therapeutic ADC Lead. She is now employed by Iconic Therapeutics as a full-time research associate for pioneering new innovative cancer therapeutic developments. Congratulations. Will Chadwick, Masters of Science in Biology with a concentration in Cell and Molecular Biology. Mr. Chadwick pioneered an exciting project in the lab to measure how organelle size is controlled by single-celled organisms. He has discovered strategies used by fission yeast to ensure that their progeny receives similar amounts of vacuoles. Congratulations. Alexandra Cooper, Masters of Science in Biology with a concentration in Ecology, Evolution, and Conservation Biology. In her thesis research, a taxonomic investigation of Mycena from Sao Tome and Principe, Ms. Cooper discovered 10 new species in this ecologically important genus. A Sally Casanova pre-doctoral scholar for 2017 and 18, she was accepted to multiple PhD programs and will attend the University of Arizona in their molecular and cellular biology doctoral program. Congratulations. Lisa Cooper, Masters of Science in Biology with a concentration in Ecology, Evolution, and Conservation Biology. Ms. Cooper's thesis investigated biotic and abiotic factors that shape the development of the tick microbiome and how it influences pathogen transmission. Her work will help to understand how microbial interactions impact human public health. She will begin a PhD program at Stanford in the fall. Congrats. Ian Michael Donovan, Masters of Science in Engineering with a concentration in Embedded Electrical and Computer Systems. Mr. Donovan has made significant contributions to his field by developing novel feature extraction methods in his research, evaluating real-time methods for pattern recognition of high-density electromyography arrays. His work resulted in 5 conference papers. Congrats. Dwayne Evans, Masters of Science in Biology with a concentration in microbiology. Mr. Evans has worked on bioinformatics related to HIV, pre-exposure prophylaxis of PrEP, a treatment to prevent HIV infection, and drug resistance. His final research project was titled Tracking the Evolution of HIV in Participants After Discontinuing PrEP Treatment. His work has been presented at Stanford University, and soon he'll be starting the PhD program at Harvard University. Brendan Fenerty, Masters of Science in Biomedical Science with a concentration in Stem Cell Science. Mr. Finnerty's research has examined the role of Sheltrin protein complex in telomere homeostasis in human embryonic stem cells and cancers. He plans to publish and present his significant findings at several highly regarded conferences, and he just came back from Portugal where he presented his work. Congratulations. Justin Fong, Master of Arts in Mathematics. In his thesis titled Effective Wedderburn for Communicative Group Rings, Mr. Fong used sophisticated concepts from abstract algebra in combination with computer-assisted analysis of high-dimensional structures. With offers from several leading PhD programs, he will pursue his doctoral studies at Purdue University this fall. Congrats. Ana Frias Bravo, Masters of Science in Psychology with a concentration in Clinical Psychology. Ms. Frias Bravo, final project titled Empowerment of Women of Color in Therapeutic Settings, explored considerations and treatment options for women of color who have endured complex trauma during childhood. Her focus included powerlessness, mistrust, self and body image issues, and how these themes relate to women of color. Congratulations. Rachel Gonzalez, Masters of Art in Psychology with a concentration in mind, brain, and behavior. Ms. Gonzalez designed and ran a novel study in investigating how previous experiences of trauma are related to daily experiences of loneliness. After graduation, she will begin a position at the Center for Imaging of Neurodegenerative Diseases at the VA Medical Center, working on studies involving people with substance abuse disorders. Congratulations. Tierra Claire Groff, Masters of Science in Biology with a concentration in Ecology, Evolution, and Conservation Biology. Ms. Groff developed a project in Washington studying the parasitic diseases of woodpeckers. She found that one blood parasite is unexpectedly killing birds, and she identified a new parasite found in these woodpeckers. She has given talks at numerous conferences, and her work will result in 2 scientific publications. Congratulations. That's cute. That's funny. Okay, Jessie Lee, Masters of Science in Chemistry with a concentration in Biochemistry. Ms. Lee's research has contributed to our understanding of how enzymes work and how to facilitate the design of new therapeutics. She presented at 2 national meetings and received first place at the College Graduate Student Showcase in 2017. She has been accepted into a PhD program at UC Davis. Congratulations. Swati Pradeep Patel, Masters of Science in Computer Science. Ms. Patel's thesis studied the effect of user similarity on the diffusion of information on the Twitter social network. Her project aimed to model the diffusion patterns of new television show adoptions using Twitter data and to study the effect of user similarity on these models. Congratulations. Olivia Pham, Masters of Science in Biology with a concentration in cell molecular biology. Ms. Pham's research project was titled Understanding the Evolution of Amyloglycoside Acetyltransferase Enzymes in the Role of Antibiotic Resistance. She investigated computationally and experimentally how these enzymes have evolved over time to reduce the effectiveness of shoot, I got it the first time. Amyloglycoside antibiotics. Congratulations. I was wondering if you should let them see your hat. Is it? Oh, it's not on. Kanish. All right, turn around because we'll get. Okay. Kanisha Aseline Bucket. Masters of Science in Biology with a concentration in cell and molecular biology. Her research, Ms. Bucket has investigated the role of toxins on fetal development. Her thesis was titled The Impact of Flame Retardant Exposure on Human Pregnancy. She will pursue a doctorate in stem cell biology and regenerative medicine this fall at Stanford University. Samuel Richardson, Masters of Science and Engineering with a concentration of structural earthquake engineering. Mr. Richardson performed research to integrate online model updating with hybrid simulation to enhance the capability of the technique to evaluate large or full-scale structures under earthquakes. He published an article and delivered a presentation at the World Conference on Earthquake Engineering. Congratulations. Katie Sullivan, Masters of Science in Geosciences with a concentration in geology. Ms. Sullivan's thesis is titled Correlation of Erupted Plutonic Clasts and Volcanic Deposits from Newberry Volcano, Oregon. The processes she has studied have a significant impact on the behavior of magnetic systems and are necessary to evaluate and forecast volcanic hazards associated with active volcanoes. Congratulations. Desiree Marguerite Weeks. Masters of Art in Geography with a concentration in Research Management and Environmental Planning. Ms. Weeks' thesis research focused on mercury contamination in Cache Creek watershed. She conducted a spatial analysis and examined ecosystem services impacts. She has presented her research at regional and national conferences and will begin a doctoral program in geographical sciences at the University of Maryland, College Park. Congratulations. This student, selected by the faculty of the college, Okay. I forgot my cue card. Okay. This student, selected by the faculty of the College of Science and Engineering for special recognition, is Max Supansky, Masters of Science in Geographic Information Systems. Mr. Supansky is a seabird biologist studying the foraging and spatial ecology of marine birds. His innovative cutting-edge thesis explores seabird biology, species distribution, tagging technology, and geospatial modeling to investigate how seabirds use fine-scale environmental covariance. Max has twice served as a graduate student assistant for Geographic Information Systems classes. An effective communicator and natural leader, he recognizes that environmental research is only effective when there is good communication with conservation managers to identify their needs, priorities, and to respond with clear scientific evidence. Mr. Supansky's thesis will lead to 2 journal publications. Max will be continuing his investigations in animal behavior and conservation at Hopkins Marine Station at Stanford University, where he is accepted a fully funded fellowship for his PhD studies.
Wow. This has been an evening of celebration in which we have recognized our most outstanding graduate students. And while we take great pride in their achievements, we have by no means been solely responsible for their successes. Without the love and support of families and friends, they would not be here to take part in this evening's activities. Therefore, in honoring them, we also honor you. So I would like the deans, the faculty, and especially the students to join me in applauding you, the family members, who have advised, encouraged, and supported these students. Congratulations. This concludes the formal portion of our ceremony. A light reception has been prepared for all of our guests immediately following this ceremony. And I would like to invite everyone here to join us for that reception in Jack Adams Hall on the top floor of the Cesar Chavez Student Center. Signs will direct you, and we look forward to meeting you there. I now ask that our guests remain seated until our students and the faculty have left the room. And will the platform party, the student honorees, and our university faculty please rise.